All right, ladies. I will not be defeated. I don't know why it kept on kicking me off of my computer, but I got my phone and we're going to roll tonight on this phone. Hello? I'm here. I am here. Let me know if you're here with me. We here. This technology, and I'm a techie person, so this technology will not outdo me. I got too many devices not to go live with y'all tonight, okay? All right, I got one person with me. Hey, Dr. Kimberly, look, I will not be defeated tonight. This technology will not stop me. I have too many devices for one to cut me off. I got too many devices over. I got another one ready, charged up, ready to go. I will not be defeated this evening because the women, the book boss chicks need to get this word and this training tonight to be encouraged to tell their message. To tell their message. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I'm telling you, we will not be defeated tonight. So I am here. I am ready. I'm an open book. I'm ready to train. I done curl my hair. I done put some makeup on. Y'all gonna get this word tonight, okay? Y'all gonna get it. It's gonna be good too. It's gonna be good. Okay, I'm gonna give a few more minutes for some ladies to join us because, yeah, come on, curls. I got this curl going on. I got these curls. Yes, 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 yes. Y'all be making me cut up, but I love it. Okay. So, I want to talk to the ladies tonight. I want to talk to all of the book boss chicks and the ones that are aspiring to become a book boss chick. The thing that we're going to talk about tonight, the thing that is the theme that's been resounding for the whole month, if you've been paying attention, is speaking. And I want to talk to you about the business side of speaking. And we're going to specifically narrow in on building a successful speaking brand. Because you are a speaking brand now. I am a speaking brand right now because I'm speaking to you as Christy Lachelle Staples, which is the brand and launch strategist, right? And how am I showing up tonight? I'm showing up in my own t-shirt that says launch mode on. We are launching a successful speaker brand. A brand transcends trends. A brand transcends time. A brand transcends the constant evolution of your message. A brand is stable. A brand is successful. Okay? When you develop a brand, it is going to stay. That's why people say, oh, I want to become a household name. I want to become a household brand. Because Kellogg's, Kraft, Procter & Gamble, those have been around for years. They have many different product lines. They have many different types of products that they sell, but they are a lasting and successful brand that is used in your household every day, whether you know it's a Procter & Gamble item or not. Whether you know who made Tide or not, you use it because you trust the brand. And that's what we want people to get to know, like, and trust you so they can pour into your brand and have you to come speak. Okay? I done got all excited. I ain't even got past the first slide yet, y'all. So, a little bit about me. My name is Christy Staples, and you've kind of seen me around here, there, but you've never seen me in this position, right? You've never seen me speaking. You always kind of saw me behind the computer, but your girl's showing up tonight as a speaker, as a trainer. And I can do that because, one, I'm a business junkie and guru. Oh, you can ask Dr. Kimberly, you can ask Heather, anybody. I love all things business. I love all things that have a start and an end, and that you can see it just begin to appear. I love working with visionaries like you. Okay. By trade, many people don't know my first degree is in accounting. I am an accountant. I am a bean counter. I'm a number girl by heart because I always knew people would make money, and I knew I could always find a job if I needed to, right? If I need to go somewhere, make some quick dollars, I can go get an accounting or auditing position. My first job actually was in internal audit with the government. I started off as an internship, and then I went from Department of Homeland Security, coming from the Department of Treasury. So I would start off as a government girl. I was that whole go to school, get your education, get your government job. That's what my mama told me. That's what I did. And here we are now, the evolution of Christy as a brand. Here we are now. Okay. I'm the brand child of over 50, 60 brands that you know and see, that you probably see all the time. If you've ever seen me stand up, I am 6 feet 4 inches. Okay. I am a tall girl, and I will own it because you see, I got my curls popping. Okay. And also, I'm just a servant leader at heart because I truly believe that your business is an extension of your ministry. So me here serving you tonight, I'm serving you because I'm not getting anything from this, but I'm giving everything to you. That is a servant mindset. And I just happen to do it all day, every day, and get paid for it on the other end. But you guys are receiving for tonight for free because I'm serving you guys tonight. Okay. So what we're going to talk about tonight, we're going to talk about a couple different things. Might not get to everything. We're going to talk about a couple different things, and we're going to talk about how to position yourself as a brand expert. We're going to talk about how to go from free to paid speaking engagements, and we're going to talk about the tools that you need to sell yourself. That's what we're going to talk about. So if anybody has any questions, please drop them in the chat as we go along, because I'm here. I'm here to serve. I'm going to serve you. I'm going to serve you. And so questions, by all means, drop them in the chat. I'm an open book. I've been around speakers for about 15 years now. I've gone from governmental. I've gone from church. I've gone from even down to, just empowerment in that whole arena, in that whole space where, people are making big bucks to come and speak on the stage, whether it's virtual now or live in person. So I'm here. So let's talk about what's your message. Nobody can hear you if you don't have a message. Nobody will want to listen to you if you don't have a message. Your message is the foundation for your brand. Your message is something that's very personal to you. Your message is typically something that you've been through that allows you to really connect emotionally with this outcome. Okay. So your message, as you can see, most of the time it comes from a personal triumph, success, or trauma. That's that personal connection that you have with your message. And when you overcome, that's when the message comes. Okay. As a speaker, your message is your motivation, your market, and your money. Let me say that again. As a speaker, your message is your motivation, your market, and your money. Christy, what do you mean? My message is my motivation, my money, and my market. Let me tell you what I mean. When I say your message is your motivation, it's your why. Is why you would get up on the stage with a complete stranger, an audience full of strangers, and share your message. It's your why. It's why you want others to come out of what you went through. It's why you want others not to have to go through what you went through. It motivates you to continue to tell your story over and over and over like it's the first time with each and every audience. Your message motivates you to keep going. Your message motivates you to continue to tell others. Your message motivates you to write books. Your message motivates you to get up on a platform like this and train. My message and my motivation is get launched. Okay. Launch is all about taking action. So I help you guys to take action. Whether that's personal or business, it's all about taking action. My prayer is that God, nobody ever leaves my space or my atmosphere and don't take action. It's all about taking action. That's my message. Whether I'm in church, whether I'm in business, whether I'm in the street, whether I'm down there with the garbage man, it's about taking action on what it is that you want to do in life. And it's about getting some results. So your message is your motivation. Your message is what keeps the theme of your everyday existence together. Your message is your motto that you live by. Your message is your vision that you see 5, 6, 10 years from now. Your message is you living it out in true color every day. So it continues to motivate you to do what God put you on this earth to do. It continues to motivate you to help others do what they're supposed to do. It continues to help you motivate those that are meant for you, which is what? Your market. Remember I said your message is your motivation and your market. Your market is the people just like you. Your market is the people that hear your voice and come crying out. Your market is the people that will pour into you and follow you like a fan. Your market is those that are one step below you, that are struggling with what you struggle with, that are going through what you went through, that have the same feelings and emotion that you once had. Your market is only one step below you. So your job is to teach them how you got to the next step. And as you get to the next step, you continue teaching others the step you just came from, because yours is now going to appear since you taught others how to get to their next step. See, people have it messed up where you think you got to have it all figured out. If you will just take your foot and step it out, the step will appear. The foundation will appear. The surface will appear. The money will appear. The resources will appear. The people will appear. Your market will appear. So I dare you to go start speaking your message and see how many people start inboxing you. Girl, I didn't know you went through that. Girl, I'm going through the same thing. They'll start telling you their story because you shared your story and your message. See, the difference between a story and a message, a story is just a run on. It's just, what I've been through, what I'm going through. But a message has a triumphant end. I'm giving you a message because it has a victorious end. This is a message. Now, I can tell you what I went through, but my message is how I overcame what I went through. Did y'all get that? Your market, your message is connecting you to your market. So you don't have to worry about, who's going to buy my book? Who's going to do this? If you go and write the book, if you go and take the speaking engagement, the people will show up. The market will show up. They'll be ready for you at the back of at the table waiting on you, because you shared an inspiring message, not a story. A story just captures attention. A message leaves them on a high note. Let them know what to do. Let them know, hey, it's a hero in the end. The villain, they gone. The hero came and saved the day. That's a message. So make sure that your message leaves them on a high note. Don't leave them wondering what happened. Don't leave them down in the pits. Don't leave them in the valley. Leave them on the mountaintop. Leave them feeling good. Give them the warm and fuzzy. Tell them how you overcame. And if you ain't overcame yet, then you ain't got no message. You're still writing your story. Okay? So now we talk about your message as your money. Okay? You can monetize your message. Profit from your platform by building it. That's what Dr. Kimley and the BBB community is for. It is to help you develop your message, give you the motivation. That's what this group is for. Find your market, and to also help you monetize. I can't tell you how many times that I've said yes to something I didn't know, I wasn't sure, and I got paid for it. Didn't go into it to get paid, just went into it to say yes to my calling, yes to serving. Money will come on the back end. And sometimes it's all about money. Sometimes it's a connection that you need. It's a resource that you need. It's a VA that you need. It's an idea that you need. You never know how you're going to get paid for sharing your message. You never know how your community is going to bless you. You never know what speaking engagement leads to, that big speaking engagement that you've been eyeing, that you've been wanting. You never know. You never know until you go forth and tell your message. There are so many different things that will appear for you and become really crystal clear and confident once you share your message. If nothing else, you'll be like, I thought I was the only one. You'll think that at one point, oh, I thought I was crazy going through this. No, you're not crazy. That's part of your testimony. So that is your message. So your message is your motivation, your market, and your money. Any questions there? Talk to me, ladies. Okay, so next we'll talk about creating a speaking brand. Okay, so when you're developing a brand that is focused on speaking, that has one leg as a speaking leg, it's vital to establish yourself as a speaking brand, right? You must determine how you wish to brand yourself and the legal structure of your brand. Okay, most speakers really operate as a lifestyle brand. So there's a couple different ways to look at this when you are marketing yourself as a speaker. Okay, if you are still in corporate America, you still have your job, and then you start speaking on the side, then you will lead with your speaking brand, which is typically you branding yourself under your name. Okay, so that's, for instance, like Christy Staples. If I was still working a corporate job or something that was separate from my speaking, and I started speaking and I want that to be a formalized legal brand, then my name for my speaking brand will be Christy L. Staples, the speaker. Or Christy L. Staples, the catalyst, whatever catchy or little phrase that I will come up with. But that will be me. And that's how I would operate. So I would operate under my name. And when you operate under your name, you're considered a lifestyle brand. And what that allows you to do is everything on your social media, everything that you start talking about, everything that's a part of your message is a part of your life. So when people say lifestyle branding, they're really talking about getting a peek into behind the scenes of somebody's life and seeing how they live that life. But most importantly, what they're really tuning into is how you live out your message. You get that? How do you live out your message? That's what they really want to know. How do you live out your message behind the scenes? Do you really live this every day? Or are you just preaching to me and doing something else? Am I serving y'all tonight? Am I serving? When you develop yourself as a lifestyle brand, people are looking for how you live out your message in your life. With your kids, with your husband, with your parents, in your business, at your corporate job, at the park, at the church, at the community center. They want to know how you're living your life and your message. How are you doing it? And so that's when you can get really creative with your social media. And that's why I tell people, you guys make social media too hard to post. Y'all make it too hard to post. Like for me, I was getting ready to, I heard it was National Red Lipstick Day, right? So I was like, okay, I need to make a lipstick post, right? And so then I was like, hey, I want to do another post before I start so I can tell people that we're speaking tonight and they can come join the group. So I was like, oh, well, let me just take a lipstick. Look, I'm like this. Let me just take a lipstick slow-mo video. And I put, hey, I heard it was National Red Lipstick Day. And then below it, I said, hey, join the group. I'm speaking tonight. See how I wrapped up 2 different posts in one? So I hit up National Red Lipstick Day, but then I also say, hey, come to the training because now I grabbed your attention. We make it too hard because you're like, oh my gosh, when am I going to post? Oh my gosh, I got to post 3 times a day. What am I going to talk about? If your message is always the same, you can talk about the same message over and over. I tell people, if you can say the same thing 7 different ways, you're a true marketer. All you have to do is learn how to say the same thing 7 times because people, they're not listening to what you said yesterday. They've already forgot it because there's so much information being bombarded at them. So there's no such thing as posting too much. There's no such thing as I'm selling too much. There's no such thing as I'm doing too much. You're probably not doing enough. If you have that in your mind, you're probably not doing enough. And let me give you an example. I can say, are you ready to get lunch? 7 different ways. Okay. Why haven't you lunched yet? What's holding you back from lunching? Are you afraid to lunch? What are you waiting for to lunch? Are you waiting for the perfect time? Why are you not ready? Here's what we can do to help you get lunch. Here's how we help this person get lunch. That was 7 different ways. And the last 2 were testimonials. So you can work your message into everything that you say and do. Like I know Miss Pam is talking about health and fitness and eating correctly, right? So it's easy to say, hey, I got up this morning and my knees weren't cracking because I made sure I drank a bottle of water before I went to bed. Or I drank some lemon water this morning. Or whatever it is that you can do at night to make your morning easier. So she didn't have to directly say, hey, I'm a health nut and I'm doing this. This is what you should be doing. No, this is how I wake up in the morning. Here's my morning routine. I drink warm water because I keep it on my nightstand beside my bed. I wake up my organs. I stretch. I take a deep breath. This is my morning routine. What's yours? And then the next day she could say, oh, remember my morning routine from yesterday? Let me tell you how that helped me get through the day because something tried to hit me, blah, blah, blah. But I was always clear. I had already set my intentions. I already knew what was on my agenda so I could say no to something that didn't say yes to my purpose. See how easy that was? So now Miss Pam has just weaved in 2 different posts that talk about her morning routine that indirectly talk about health. Because when you are selling or when you're talking about your life, you are indirectly selling whatever it is that you're doing. Every post that we make is an indirect sale to something. Now, whether you just lead them to a product or something, that's totally trivial. But every time that you post, you're influencing people to do something. You're influencing them to think. You're influencing them to read. You're influencing them to drink water. Whatever it is that you're doing and you're showing them, you're influencing them to do. Like I got influenced to put on some red lipstick today. I didn't even think about no red lipstick, but I was like, oh, today is National Red Lipstick. I was influenced because I saw a post. I saw a hashtag. So that's how you begin to create yourself as a speaking brand because you branded yourself under your name as a lifestyle brand. So that's one way because you're just weaving into your life your message via social media. Okay, here's some other things that you can do to brand yourself. So here are the hardcore collateral items, right? So you can, like I said, the core items, brand yourself by your name. So you can brand yourself like I did for Get Launched. So Get Launched can operate without me, is almost operating without me now. So I never made myself the face of Get Launched because I didn't name it Christy Staples Design Firm. I named it Get Launched. So Get Launched could have a whole office, manager, operations, team of designers, and I don't have to be there because I didn't set it up where it had to be the face of me. Now, ChristyLStaples.com is me because it's my name. That's my lifestyle brand. CO Staples on Instagram. That's me. Get Launched is separate from me. Okay, so you can brand yourself through your name. And also what we mean by that too is if you have a catchy phrase or if you have a catchy tagline, all of that kind of goes into your name of your business. So that's the first level of even branding yourself is through your name. Because you have a bad branded name, people are like, what they do? What she do? Girl, do you know what they do? They got to go start reading. If they have to think about what you do because your name doesn't tell them, you haven't branded yourself well. You've already set up confusion in your customer's head. So now they don't know what you do. They sure don't know what to buy from you. Okay. Next is your language. My language. Hey, millionaires. Dr. Kimberly's like, hey, book bosses. So you can brand yourself through your language. Make up your own language. I like the way that back in the day when Tamar, Tay Martians, you know, you got the Beehive. Like that's what people's fan club is called. So they already have their own language. Okay. And then when you're on stage, you can have your signature piece, whether it's glasses, colorful glasses, whether back in the day when they had the big flowers, now Chanel brooch, you know, YSL brooch, or just a brooch period. You can start to brand yourself by every time you go to the stage, have on something. Me, lately, I have a couple of these different t-shirts. So if I'm doing some type of filming or anything that has to do with Get Launched, I have a Get Launched t-shirt on. I have one of these in pink as well. I remember back in the day when I used to watch Monique on BET and she had that talk show. And I realized, I said she branded herself because every night she had on a dress, she never wore pants. And I said, oh, that's part of her signature style for this particular show. She only wears dresses. And most of them almost like a little wrap dress, right? Oh, and then Dr. Sparkle Dr. Kimberly named herself Dr. Sparkle. That's her name. So you know everything that comes out gonna have some glitter, some sparkle. She gonna wear it. It's gonna be weaved into her branding because that's how she's branding herself. Okay. Online visuals or your online presence, your brand logo, your brand colors, your brand fonts, your brand photography. Or even if you get stock photography, make sure you try to get all the stock photography that's in the same set, that maybe have the same people and they're just in different positions. Okay. So those are different ways that you can brand yourself online and offline. The offline stuff is free. The online stuff is where you kind of get it a little bit more into it, but just start branding yourself about your own language, what you're wearing, what you're saying, your colors, making sure you know your fonts and stuff. That's what you do. That's how you brand yourself. Other collateral, of course, your business cards, your speaker's one sheet. And I know Dr. Kimberly been talking to you guys about that, and we'll continue to talk to you about that because the thing about your speaker's one sheet is that it evolves with you. It evolves with you. So if you start off with, a little information here, a little information there, as you begin to speak more, you need to update it more. So it depends on how much you're speaking. Depends on how much you need to update it. But your speaker sheet should evolve with you. And if you talk to multiple industries, you can have a different speaker sheet for each industry that you talk to if you don't want to combine them all. So right now we know diversity and inclusion is really high. I won't want to put my diversity and inclusion over here with my speaker topics for church or for a nonprofit because it's too extreme. And you don't want to kind of weave yourself out of an opportunity because like, oh, she's a church girl, which you are. You're always going to be a church girl because your core message, your core being is going to be the same with your core values. But you don't want to have to explain that or just X yourself out because you married the two when you could have just separated them. Okay. Then also on your social media. Okay. I want you to have 3 different types of graphics. One says, hey, I'm available to speak. I can MC. I can be a panelist. I can be a host. I can be a keynote speaker. I'm available. My calendar is open. Only a few days, though. Only a few dates. Only a few dates. Don't let them know you're just wide open. Only a few dates. Okay? You need to have your own quotes for your own sayings, your own quotes, your own. This goes back to your own language. What do you mostly talk about? And then one that has your calendar on it. So he's like, hey, I'm speaking. You know how I'm speaking here, here, here. Those are some social media templates that you need to have ready to go. So whenever you're speaking, whenever you're doing something, people will know and you can continue to post that. Okay. And so next we'll talk about, go a little bit deeper into marketing your message. Okay. The most successful speakers work hard at marketing, publicity, negotiating contracts, and closing the books, as well as speaking. So everything that you do to garner yourself a book or speaking engagement is a marketing activity. Whether you're calling a lead on the phone, whether you're asking, and let me give y'all this real quick testimony about an ask. So I had a client who just had a retreat in Cancun. Now I did the branding, the graphics, all the good stuff, the juicy stuff that really made everything else just look even better, right? So I did all that. And so I'm on the treadmill one day, just running. I said, and I heard just a clear God said, why are you not speaking? I was like, well, God, she already got her speakers. I did the flyers, so I already know who they are. They've already sent them out to the people in text message, let them know. He said, why are you not speaking? Well, so I ran out of excuses. And so I came out the gym sweaty, just shaking in my boots. I called my client. I said, hey. And I knew she was out of town at a funeral. I said, hey, are you busy? I know you're out of town. She said, oh, no, Christy, what's going on? Now, first of all, I didn't want her to answer that phone because I didn't want the Lord to be right and for me to have to put my big girl drawers on. So she answered the phone real quick. You know how people answer the phone like on that half of a ring? Hey, Christy, what you doing? I said, hey, I know you're still out of town. I said, I have an ask for you. Christy, whatever you want. I said, I want to speak at the retreat in Cancun. Christy, whatever you want to talk about, just let me know, write it up, do your own flyer, send it to me. It's done. Christy still was nervous, afraid, shaking, and I still drag my feet on doing my own flyer. Hey, Christy, what's your stuff? What's your stuff? So fast forward to at the retreat, I had everything just lined out just the way I wanted to. The way I envisioned my session going, it happened just that way. Now, I didn't get paid for that, but I got paid because of the exposure, because I'm on a flyer, I'm on her social media, I'm on everybody's social media sharing it. I got exposed. I'm an international speaker now, so what happened? My speaker fees just went up. Okay, because I'm international. This is second international. I've been in Brazil 5 years ago, and I've been over here to Cancun. Passport stamp shows it. So now what happened? My speaker fee went up. And I had what? Social proof. And in that session, I was able to meet and bond with some women that I've been kind of eyeing and stalking on social media that I wanted to be connected to. And we had connection. And it was genuine. So I received so much because I just asked. I asked. And I'm on the team. So I asked. Without hesitation, she said yes. So there is power in asking people to be on their platform. But I only suggest you do that after you serve and giving toward them. Now, see, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I already knew she was going to say yes. I was just scared to do it. Because I have built up so much equity in our relationship, whether it was personal or business. I've done so many things for her for free. I've done some stuff on the fly, same day, 24 hour, right? And so in the back of my mind, I know I'm building up equity, but I don't ever want to cash in on my equity if I'm not clear and sure on what I want to do, or even if I'm fearful. I don't want to do it. So all the relationships I built up, I can cash in on them now because I'm clear. But I'm clear too on I was serving. So when you're confused, and this is just a side note for life, when you're confused and unsure as to what to do, go serve and it becomes clear to you. I've served my way to this position. When you get up in front of your audience, you serve them. Okay? That's what you do. You serve, you pour out, you give. And the Lord will refill you and give back to you. Because if it's just one in that audience that accepts what you say, if it's one that is saved from doing what you did, is that one that doesn't have to go through what you went through, your job is done. Your job is not to save everyone. Your job is to save one. Did y'all get that? Your job is not to save everyone. Your job is to save one. My God. That's what your job is. He sent you for that one. So, guys, I'm done. I'm done. I done preached myself happy, and I ain't even no preacher. So I am done. If you guys have any questions, I didn't want to give it all away. We got some more, but we'll be rolling that out later. So I am done. I didn't want to keep you long at all. It is 8:39, and I promise I will be out by 8:45. So I'm here for questions. If you have some questions, drop them in the chat. I will answer real quick. Anything. I'm an open book. Anything. Okay, so I don't see any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and let you ladies go for the evening. And be sure to share the replay, tag it, come back to it if you want to, because that was powerful. That was powerful. So many different lessons were taught in this short amount of time. So don't miss it. Don't sleep on it. Take action. I want you to launch out and get some results, especially the results that you desire and that you want. Okay? Thank you, ladies, so much for your time. Dr. Kimberly, thank you for being the sparkle in my life. Pamela, thank you. Taisha, thank you. I am so grateful to be here in this platform with you. Oh, what's your question, Taisha? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. What's your question? Y'all drop a question real quick. And I'll answer it. Okay, so how do you personally manage your social media presence? So that's easy for me. One is I kind of think through the month. So let's just say you have a theme for the month. So let's just say your theme for the month is helping women to manage their finances. So each week I talk about different things that pertain to the overall theme. So the first week I might talk about budgeting. The next week I might talk about where you can kind of cut cost. The next week I might talk about how to have fun for low to no cost. The next week I might talk about how to get your family involved. But everything goes back up to the main theme of how to be financially, physically together. So then also I made this for myself. So this is my weekly social media content calendar. Okay. So here is where I drop all the buckets of the different type of content I want to make. So one bucket is motivational. So those are quotes. One bucket is transparency. These are my transparent posts, which is usually a picture of me. The next bucket is what I've been working on lately is entertainment. So most of my reels are more entertainment. The next bucket is going to be a teaching moment, right? So that's where you could actually put a resource, which is how to do a budget, and you can walk them through doing a budget, right? So that could be like a carousel. When you're teaching, a carousel helps with posting. I don't know if any of you guys use guides. I do. So a guide will be how you can teach them as well. Another bucket of content could be empowerment, right? So this could be you pulling a story off online, like, you know, a lot of testimony stuff from like Dave Ramsey or something, right? How this couple got out of debt, you know, just showing how people got out of debt. So testimonials, and it doesn't have to be your testimony. It can just be a testimony of somebody else. Another bucket could be, a scripture or something like that talks about finances. So everything that you do kind of weaves back to the overall message and theme for the week. Trello is awesome too for putting stuff together like that, themes for the month. Also, another thing that you can do is write a newsletter. Write a newsletter or record a YouTube video that's about 10 or 15 minutes in length, right? And so if you do the actual newsletter, then you can pull quotes out of the newsletter. If your newsletter has 1, 2, 3 points, each point can be a different day of content. So it's just all about writing out and being clear, methodical on what you're talking about and weaving it in through every type of post and just deciding what type of post you want to do. So Trello they do have an app for Trello, but it is an online software that you can go in and do organization. So it's like a project management or project organizational tool. But they do have an app that goes with it as well. So that's how I manage my social media. And then once I get all the themes and stuff written out and the graphics done, then I schedule out my content. And so you can do that through Facebook. So you can schedule out content for your Facebook business page and your Instagram page through Facebook's creator account, through their publishing tools. So that's how I do it. Okay. All right, ladies. Well, we're exactly at 8:45, and I promised Dr. Kimberly I will be out, and I'm out at 8:45. So thank you guys so much for tonight. Remember to get lunch to take action. Okay. Love you, ladies. Bye, book bosses.